Well, it's Friday, November. Okay, it's Friday, November 4th. Today is my last day at work. I'm on my way down to Ohio. Just finally getting around the paint truck. I've been sitting in traffic for about the past half hour, driving like 10 miles an hour. I was hoping to get up here tonight around an hour before dark so I could, just kind of look around, see if I could find any deer come out in the fields or anything, see what was going on, but it's going to be close now, so we'll see what happens. It's going to be an exciting week though, so stick with me. My first day of vacation. Drove out here to Ohio last night. Met up with my buddies. Been in the stand 5 minutes and we just had this little 6-point come under me. Want an Ohio lease. We're gonna try to sit in here all day. Maybe at midday we might change stands or maybe hang a stand, but I'm gonna sit here till about noon right now. See what I see. Hopefully we can get it done early and head back to PA. So we'll see what happens. I'm pumped up. A lot of deer on this lease, so anything could happen. Stick with us. It's about 9:45 in the morning. We saw that little buck when we first got in here. Then about 8 o'clock I had 4 does run in here behind me. And there's a ravine in between me. There's a ravine down here about 50 yards below me, so I knew they had to come up above that ravine to get across it. So after them 4 does, a shooter buck came in. Couldn't really tell what he was. He was big enough to shoot, I knew that. So he kind of stood there and watched them does, and then one doe broke down straight down the hill before she got to the ravine. So he started down the hill towards her, but I called at him once with the can, bleeded at him, and he looked up and started coming up here towards me. Then, he was still probably 60 yards away. He turned back around and went down the hill. And 3 or 4 coyotes came through here and just blew all the deer out, so we haven't seen anything since. But just gonna hang in here a little bit longer, probably go get something to eat. Come back in. I'm probably gonna move a set down the hill into the woods a little bit and see what happens. Alright, well, it's November 5th. We just snuck back in here. Hung this set about an hour ago. I got Troy and Sammy. They're over on the other side of this property we got leased here. We're actually hunting the backside of a golf course right now. I just had another hunter walk out here. I was going to try to run him down or flag him down and tell him that we have it leased and then I'll hunt here, but I let him walk, so. But I saw a shooter this morning. I'm back in the same spot hanging new set, so hopefully I can have an opportunity if this buck comes through here again, or even a different buck. But I think it's probably more of a morning stand, but we're gonna hang out here tonight and see what we can see. So I can see a long ways in all directions, so hopefully I can kind of pinpoint where they're coming from, so stick with us. I've been here for about 2 hours, haven't seen a deer yet. I can feel the temperature starting to drop, so any minute now we ought to see something moving here. We'll see what happens. Well, an absolute crazy morning. Zach shot a buck last night, so we plan on getting in here and just hunting for a couple hours and then going and looking for his buck. I've seen like 8 bucks. 2 shooters down here. The one, he came out like 300-400 yards away. I hit the horns together a little bit. He turned and came like 100 yards toward me, and then he just cut down over the hill. About an hour later, a big 10-point came out of the same place, and he went down this ravine. Most of the bucks I saw went down that ravine, so I'm gonna pull this stand out here in just a couple minutes. I'm gonna take it over that ravine, set up there, and just stay there the rest of the day. No doubt I'll kill something here before too long. So. Alright, it's November 6th. I think. It's my second night here in Ohio. I saw tons of good activity this morning. Bucks chasing everywhere. They were just all too far away. I tried calling at them. They kind of committed and then they just backed off and went down in this ravine. So I moved my stand to where I seen all these deer going to for the past 3 sets. I'm gonna sit here till dark. I have a real good chance of getting it done tonight. Hops across the hollow. They already seen a good buck. I mean, it's pretty warm right now, and they already seen a good buck. So we're gonna hang out here and try to get it done tonight. But if not, I'll be here for the next 7 days. So let's keep hunting.
Hang on.
for the third morning in a row. It's been on fire. We had 2 does come in here, come right underneath us. And they stayed here. And the mom doe walked over and started looking down. Just looking down the hill for, I'd say probably 5 to 10 minutes. I knew something was going on. So then I looked down there. Sorry. I looked down the hill, I seen Rack coming. Chase did a great job, get the camera on him. It's probably a 3-year-old, 8-point, about 115, 120 inches. If we'd have been in PA, I'd have smoked him. If I didn't have any time down, I would have smoked him. But he walked around us a couple times. Chased them does off. So now we just need to see the 10-point I saw yesterday. That was the same 8 that I saw yesterday. So hopefully we can get him to do the same thing, and we're gonna get one on the ground. Stick with us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's November 7th. I got Chase behind the camera. It's my 3rd evening in Ohio. So far, every morning, every night. So far, all 3 days we've been covered up in bucks, covered up in deer. We got out just a little bit, just for maybe like an hour today for lunch. Snuck back in here. We had those out here in the field, and they're everywhere. So we're gonna stick in here for another night, and if I have to, we'll be here all week. So hopefully we can get it done. We'll see what happens. Might be decent alcohol in it. Might be decent alcohol in it at least. Okay, it's day 4 here in Ohio. It's November 8th. It's supposed to be one of the best rut days by a lot of professionals, a lot of biologists and stuff. So November 7th and 8th. A great rut day, so far we've seen about 5 does just kind of sneaking around. No buck activity yet, but we're in a fresh set. Moved these stands here yesterday during the day. Past 3 days I've seen a big buck in here crossing this ditch, so we're gonna wait it out and see what happens. I think today's the day. Something else up here, man.
Where'd she go?
What?
Where'd she go? Oh, crap.
It's November 9th. We woke up this morning. We went out, got in the stands. Torrential downpour. Got us soaked. Wind was whipping. Trees going back and forth. So we got down and sneaked back out of there. Came to Bob Evans, and now we're just trying to dry all our clothes with the defroster in the truck. So we're gonna head back out in the early afternoon. Probably head out around 1, maybe even noon. Get in a tree and just hang out. And she's looking at me funny. She don't want to go that early.
Did you film them laying down?
Yeah. Just lay back down.
Go down, baby. I just put a 140 on the ground, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Okay, I just shot the biggest buck in my life. I've been in here for 6 days. This is my 6th morning. I just shot this deer 2 yards. The biggest buck in my life. He's bedded down at 25 yards. I jacked him. He was so close. The bow went off. I mean, I saw him, but I was second guessing myself. He just walked out of the frame on the camera. I reviewed the footage real quick while he was standing out here like 25 yards because I want to make sure I hit him, but he's down, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Biggest buck in my life on the ground. Well, this is where this deer was standing whenever I shot him. Right there's where I was sitting. So, that's what you call a close encounter. I don't see my arrow anywhere here. I know I had to have it pass through. But I'm not gonna worry about it. We're gonna sneak down here. Check this big guy out. See big beams, baby. Big beams sticking up. Oh yeah, big beams sticking up. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Now that's a buck right there, guys. Yes. That's what you come to Ohio for right there. Oh my God. Alrighty, well, been in Ohio for 6 days. Kind of got warm there midweek and the activity was kind of down, but we're still seeing bucks. It's been a blast. Finally got this bruiser buck on the ground, this biggest buck of my life. He came up behind me and hit a scrape
and he ran off this little spike. I shot him about 3 or 4 yards, just drilled him. He ran about 30 yards and died. It's an awesome week. Worked hard for this buck, and got it done. So we're gonna get him out of here and get some more pictures and stuff, and just take it all in. Big buck. Stick with us.